Welcome back to the Blueprint instructional video series. In this video, we're going to cover adding discrete inputs to the Blueprint system, as well as programming their polarity and logic. We will start by clicking on the Input Node tab on the input side. Here, we can add discrete inputs that directly correspond to the wire positions on an input node or Blueprint controlled breakout box. I'm going to add a couple for the front two doors of our vehicle. Left front door and right front door. Depending on an input type, it could be considered high or low polarity, commonly known as positive or negative. In most cases, the doors are going to be what's called a ground trigger or low trigger. To make Blueprint see the trigger as low polarity, simply uncheck the box under active high polarity. Blueprint will now see these doors when open, since the vehicle sends a ground in the open position. This is common on most General Motor vehicles. If we were working on a Ford Police Interceptor, the signal is ground when closed. If we didn't tell Blueprint otherwise, it would think the doors were open when they were closed. There's a simple way to allow Blueprint to process this without the need for any additional wiring. Simply check the box under reverse logic. Now, Blueprint will process that signal from the Ford properly. Essentially, reverse logic is telling Blueprint to process an input opposite of its actual signal state. You may have noticed that there are a handful of inputs that have the active high polarity checkbox grayed out. This is because these inputs accept high polarity only. I'm going to add brake and reverse here. When laying out a vehicle, planning is key to a successful build with the Blueprint system. Anytime there's a discrete wire trigger, it is a good idea to utilize the high polarity only inputs first and save the selectable inputs for low input or further expansion. And with that, we have covered adding discrete wired inputs to the Blueprint system.